5, 4, 3, 2, action! Hey, this is John, our home inspector. Oh, look
how. I am going to briefly go over how this works. So, front of the house faces south-ish, as far as I care. That way is south, backyard is north. Everything outside will be labelled north, south, east, or west. Inside, usual things. Things will be labelled living room, kitchen, hallway, bathroom, bedrooms, things like that. Okay, there are 3 categories in my reports. Blue category, minor and upgrades. Upgrade here, more insulation. Needs a little bit more. It's not up to current standard, but it's not terrible. Orange category, something you will want to talk to a specialist about, and a specialist would be like plumber, roofer, electrician. Red category, significant or safety. I've got a couple in that category. I will point them out when I get to them. So I'm just going to run through oranges and reds. Some of this stuff you already know because you've got eyes, so it's not difficult to see, but we'll start off with like driveway's got cracks, and then there's some spalling on the driveway. It's kind of normal. Roof, we've got some damaged shingles, we've got some granule loss, and we've got some hail damage. So Micah's going to have a roofer come out and take a look. There's some rolled roofing up there, which is on a flat portion of the roof, and that's got it's deteriorated and it's got cracks in it. The auto reverse sensor did not work on the garage door motor. It just needs the door motor push force adjusting. Yeah. Attic ladder's got loose fasteners, just needs tightening up. There's some gaps in insulation, and it's in the addition, so you can see under a thermal scan that there's insulation missing in that addition, but there's no actual attic access into it. Furnace, there's a flexible appliance connector that was not installed correctly. You're not allowed to have it go into the furnace cabinet, and that's what they've done, but it's a relatively easy fix.
About $20.
$20 in parts plus somebody to do it. Yeah. The ductwork, you've got end-slab ductwork. It's called transite ducts. There's going to be quite a big write-up on it. I recommend that you read all of it.
We have talked about that, and I am calling the appropriate people to see what we need to do.
So the addition, there's no heat or air in that addition. It is wired for like a window unit. So we've been chatting about best way to heat and cool it. For me, it would be to add a mini split just in that area. That would work great. But I don't see any other easy way of adding heat and air to that room. You've got in the bedroom closet, you've got a Wadsworth panel, and it's just an older panel. It's not an unsafe panel. It's just that Wadsworth went out of business a long time ago, and those breakers are difficult to find. You may be able to find some aftermarket ones on Amazon. Otherwise, you're going to be looking on eBay for used breakers. You just, if a breaker goes bad, you just cannot run out to Home Depot and buy a new one.
And I'm going to call an electrician.
There's a wire that's ran off of, it's actually a split bus, but they're running it off the entire bus, and it should be ran off a breaker. That's actually a safety issue.
What's that called exactly?
What?
What is that going to be looking like in the inspection report?
So I've got no breaker.
No
on
breaker
a
on a circuit. Okay.
It's basically it's ran right off of the service entrance lugs.
Okay.
It's not quite, but it's similar.
Okay.
It wouldn't make any difference to it if you ran it off the service entrance lugs, because that's the bottom half of the panel is getting like 100 amps anyway. So it's essentially the same thing.
Okay.
There's on your AC, there's a little disconnect out there, and it's got a knockout missing that just needs a spacer put in there to stop kids from sticking their fingers inside there. You've got missing smoke detectors in bedrooms. Water heater, it's missing a sediment trap. Safety issue, the TPR discharge tube is missing, and that's $10. You do have a flexible copper gas line, and you're not allowed to use those anymore. So you've got to change that out to just a regular flex line. There's also no drain pan. The dryer vent is too close to the condenser. It basically discharges on top of the condenser, which is weird. There's also a gas line in the garage that needs to be capped off, and no anti-tilt device on the stove.
Okay, that's it.
That's everything.
All right. Thanks, John. Give us a nice wave and a dance.
No dance today.